So, trying to figure out the pattern in all of this here. There's a lot of little different inputs I can look at. Have to make a prediction or answer. So, I understand this, predict, generalize, can translate, predict. And this is kind of just like really basically recognition or translation, then you predict. This is just a when you say something or recognize something, then you go like, oh, stop, and then you're gonna do another one, then you get back to what you were saying. So it's kind of like a little injection in the way. This can be done by like either a mutation or something, like it's just like a spontaneous, or you can actually do a nesting like that. You can, it really doesn't matter. You could just say the cat is eating catnip, and then you could say the cat is seen in a dumpster last night. So you could say it like after. It doesn't have to be right. And then this also goes with the recognize and then predict, because it's what happens is that the context around it makes it into a vacuum cleaner, and then here should buy a, you get a match, you get the prediction, should buy a broom, and then broom is the only thing seen after this, and then broom translates to vacuum cleaner, and so you're going to put vacuum cleaner here, but then you see that you actually have this word here, F7B, so you actually want to put this here, and that actually really works good. So it's kind of like, zero shot learning. Now these here are much more confusing. Now this one I think I understand. It's just basically Mary is her name, and then you do what is Mary, what is her name is basically what Mary is her name. So then you're just saying the word that is replacing it right here. So basically when you read this or you say it, you do Mary is her name, and you say what is her name. You are basically paying attention to this word. So here's where it gets interesting, because it's strange. It is, if you want to generate this question, ask somebody, you need to generate this whole thing, so you need to pay attention to the word you want to test them on, which is Mary. So you're going to put what, there's a blank, and then you're going to want to hear that word. So the way this works, how am I going to figure this out here? So you say Mary is her name, and then you say what. So basically the word that you're attending to, it could be Mary or AGI, and then that word, you're going to translate it to what? Now, what makes you pick this word to test them? So you could say, like, you could teach somebody that, AGI has tons of capabilities, and then you could say, what does AGI have? So you want to teach them it has tons of capabilities, then you want to see if they know that, and then that refers to that they have many capabilities. The thing that they wouldn't know would be that AGI has blank. So you're telling them something new. So basically, when you think of the test to give them, the test in your head is a sentence that says, what in my proposition is new, capabilities, or Mary, and then you take that new thing you're teaching them, Mary is her name, and then, or capabilities, and then you're translating that new word or phrase to the word what. Now this has to be taught to it. So I'm trying to think here, how's this done? So it needs to recognize what is new that they don't know. Or what is the important part of it. And then it could just be the word is rare. Mary is a rare word after all. So you got this important word. So trying to think, because if you got something in your head like AGI has many capabilities and say that word is rare, or you think people don't know it, so then you want to tell your friend, you know, you're going to say it to them, AGI has many capabilities, and if you want to test them, see, why do you want to test them? Maybe you want to train them, so you want to ask them the new or important word that has higher activation. So you're gonna say later that same teaching for sentence when you're testing them now. So you know, you gotta wait till they do all the tests. So anyway, then you say it again. You say, what is her name? You say what? You're gonna say, so after during the test now, you're going to say AGI has many capabilities, except you gotta take that new or important word that you're testing them on, switch it for what? So I mean, why does it get translated to what? Is it gonna learn it from the data? I guess so. But seeing the data, things like this, like Mary is her name, what is her name? So somehow it is translating that, and then the answer gets placed at the end here. Just the what translated to the answer without any prediction extension. So I'm gonna call this for now. Call it see, it gets translated. Why does it get translated to what though? What? Could be blank. So I mean, like, if I am, what teaches it the machine this? So, I mean, if your machine sees this, sees other examples, so you're going to be able to form a new one. So I mean, you know, like AGI has many capabilities, and you say AGI has what? So I mean, this important word, you're translating it to what to test them. The what is obviously shown in examples. So you need the intended word that you're interested in, and then you need the what to translate it to. And as long as you want to test them, so, you know, three things there. You need the interested word, the want to test, and the what to translate to. So when you say, think about, you want to test someone, and then you got an important word in your head you're thinking about, then you don't even have to give them the answer. You could just ask anybody outside, you know, AGI is able to do, has many, what? So I mean, you're really just saying the interested part. So you're taking the interested part, and when you think about you want to test them, that is going to find, when that node triggers that you want to test them, that's going to trigger a very activated node in your sentence. AGI has many capabilities. Except, no, AGI would be very active, would it not? I mean, if people don't know that they have many capabilities, that would make it more attentive to that word, to make it into what? So, trying to think. So you got, so because people don't know it, becomes more activated. So then you're basically looking for something that you want to make the test hard, teach them something that's rare but very important. So I mean, you think of, you want to test them, you take the word that is rare or something that you want, something that's important or that people don't know, and then you translate to what? If the want to test node is activated, So then you say to somebody, AGI as many what? And then you put the answer at the end. They just respond. So there's tons of this I gotta figure out here, but that's just one thing.